Hey guys, I'm Chez and this is Chez M0i. Hey everyone, how you doing? I hope you had a really good week. We're at the beginning of another week. I don't know where the time goes. It's amazing. It's crazy. This year so far has been good for me. There have been a lot of changes, major changes personally, and it's all good. I'm going to be optimistic about this year. Last year was an awful year for me and my family. If you have watched a previous video of mine, I mentioned that my dad passed away. So 2022 for me, I've got to look forward to it with optimism, because the past is a past and it can't be changed. But with that in mind, everyone's been writing their New Year's resolutions, what their plans are for the next 12 months. I personally have never written New Year's resolutions because I know I won't keep them. And it's not because I'm not disciplined enough. It's just that things change, especially now. Life is so unpredictable. For me, there's no point in writing New Year's resolutions. I have to take it one day as it comes. And if you saw my New Year's video, it's part of it says 365 new days, 365 new chances. So I literally am taking every day as it comes. I have no idea what this year's going to bring, but I am optimistic and I'm looking forward to what I'm hoping is going to happen. I can't control external forces, but I can only be proactive in what I can do. I can't be reactive because it will send me down a path which I really don't want to go down. So with that said, I put a statement on my Instagram today which said, time is non-refundable, use it with intention. So what I've done is I've made a declaration to myself to be more intentional. Now that means different things to different people, but what that means for me is that I'm going to be even more intentional with my health and even more intentional with my relationships. With regard to my health, the very first video I put up on my channel was about the benefits of walking. I love to walk, especially when the weather's conducive to that. If it's icy and snowing, I'm not about to do that, but as much as I can, I'll go out for a walk. I also work out 3 times a week at home. I don't belong to a gym. So I'm going to continue that because that's really been beneficial for me. Continuing to eat as well as possible. Obviously, I have days when I'm just like, you know what, I need that biscuit or I need that pie. But I'm going to be even more conscious about what I eat. The big thing for me this year is water. Now, I've always tried to drink water as much as I could during the day. My daughter, she can drink water all day long. I struggle with drinking water, and I try and justify it by saying that I drink maybe a juice or maybe a flavoured water. But for me, I have to be intentional about just drinking plain water. Now this bottle is 1 litre. My daughter said I could have this because she's got loads. So this is 1 litre. So my aim is to drink 2 of these a day. I have got down to 500. I've got 500 litres left. So today I haven't done too badly, but I've got to finish another full one of these before I go to bed. And it's just after, I'm not sure what the time is. I don't have my watch on. But this is what I aim to do. And I started on, when did I start? I think I started on New Year's, on the 2nd of January. And I'm not even joking when I say that within 24 hours, it made such a huge difference. The problem I was having was, and this is what I concluded I needed to drink more water, was because my hands were like becoming really dry, regardless of how much moisturizer I put on my hands and on my face actually, because I have a strict skincare routine. But I was finding that my skin was getting really, really dry, and I attributed it to the cold because it's really cold right now. And I thought it was that, but I thought, no, it's drier. My skin is drier than usual. All over, actually, my skin was drier than usual. And I thought, no, this is, even the best moisturiser is not going to sort out this problem. So I thought it has to be water. Literally within 24 hours, I could not believe the difference. I thought I was imagining it, but no, because usually throughout the day, I'm having to moisturise my hands, maybe about 5 times a day. Even with the ones that say you stay hydrated for a long time after you wash your hands, that wasn't working. As soon as I started to drink this water properly, the amount of times that I was moisturising my hands, like it was down to like twice a day. And now it's down to once a day. And I swear it's the water. Because I've seen that result in that space of time, that quick space of time, I've got to continue. So my top tip, if you're struggling with water, just do it. It's not going to have a taste. It's not had a taste for thousands of years, however long we've been in existence on this planet. Drink the water. That's my advice to you. Second is relationships. Now, I've always kept my circle small. I protect my space at all costs because people are brutal out in these streets. They're brutal. And I'm very careful who I surround myself with. I hate negative energy. I hate being around negative people. I just literally, physically, I can't deal with that. I have to keep my circle very small. But I've been intentional about reconnecting with people that I've lost touch with over the last few years. I spoke to one of my best friends who I went to school with. We've known each other since I was about 12 and she was 11. And we were very close even after school. And then over the years, you know, life happens. And we sort of lost touch. We went to live in different countries, both of us, marriage, etc. You know, kids, etc. And you know, something just prompted me to call her. And I called her, not knowing really what to expect, just to really wish her a happy new year and just say, you know, hope she's well, etc. We must have spent about 2 hours on the phone, and it was as if we had spoken the day before. She was so happy to hear from me. You could hear the smile in her voice, and she WhatsApped me afterwards and just said it was so good that we could talk. So much has happened, and you know, let's keep in touch, and hopefully we'll get to meet up in the future. That just sort of made me realise even more that it doesn't cost anything to add value to someone's life. And those are the relationships that I love. Those ones that you're pouring into each other. You're investing into each other, because life is not easy, especially now. There was no awkwardness. There was no negative, nothing negative at all. And we've spoken since then. And again, it's been like ages on the phone. And that's how we used to be back in the day. She reminded me actually of one, you know, the times when we used to go out. We used to go out clubbing a lot. And I'd come to her house and knock on the door, and, you know, her mum would say, oh, she's in bed. And I'd say, you know, you need to get her up because we're supposed to go out. She'd be asleep and I'd drag her out of the bed. We used to get out to some madness back in the day, but it was nice to reconnect with her. And, you know, we're in our 50s now, and it's just nice to have those people in your life. You may not see them for such a long time, but when you do, it's like nothing's changed. Yeah, we change as individuals, but the relationship has not been broken. You know, I have quite a few friends like that we don't speak for literally months. But when we do speak, it's as if we've spoken the day before. And I absolutely love that. If you have someone that you haven't spoken to for ages and they're on your mind, Even if you don't want to give them a call, just drop them a text and see how they're doing. And you don't know what that could lead to. So I'm happy I did that. Those things are in my control. Drinking water and reconnecting. I'm not sure what else I'm going to do. I mean, everything else I do work-wise, family-wise, those things will continue because they work for me. But these two things I've decided to be really intentional about, and they are working. They are working, and I'm very, very happy about that. So that's me just coming on to just encourage you today. It's not going to be a long video, but again, I'm going to reiterate what I said in my last one regarding time. You can't get time back. You can always make money, but you cannot make time. This is just me sharing with you what I'm going to do. You don't have to take this advice. You don't have to listen to what in fact, you don't even have to watch this video. But for those of you who are interested, my tagline is enhance, enrich, and elevate your life. What I found is that the smallest things can make the biggest difference to just those three aspects of improving your life, whether it's mental, physical, educational, financially, because I'm going to talk about financial stuff in future videos. But I'm really excited about this year. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. Last year, you know, the only thing last year which was devastating was the death of my dad. But everything else away from that, I still have to be grateful. I still have to give thanks for what I have. I still have to give thanks because I have so much. I'm just so grateful. And those are the things that I choose to focus on. I don't choose to focus on what I don't have, because what I don't have is less than what I do have. And I'm just going to continue to show gratitude, because the more you show gratitude, the more things come into your life. So that's my experience during the first week of the new year. That's what I've sort of realized and observed, that being intentional pays dividends. If you haven't thought in your head what you want to do going forward this year, it's never too late. I've said this before. With exceptions, it's never too late to do anything. If you haven't written down any intentions, why not do that now? And also get into the habit of just being grateful for what you have. Because like my aunt says, it could be worse. That's her favourite saying. It could be worse. And I had to point that out to someone yesterday. Sometimes you just have to let that person realise that on their own, that it could be worse. That even though you may be going through something, some really difficult challenge, it could be worse. That's my encouragement to you today for Monday the 10th of January 2022. Have an amazing week. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. But in the meantime, if you like this one, please smash the like button, hit subscribe, press the notification bell to see more videos like this. So glad you guys have joined me today. Take care. Bye for now.